should I say, hey teachers, welcome. So yeah, for the first time on my channel, I'm doing something related to teaching techniques, and this video is not for kids. So if you're a child, next week I'm gonna post a video just for you. But if you are a teacher, keep on watching because I think you're gonna like this video, especially if you teach children. So keep on watching. And yeah, I'm Belle and this is my classroom. But before we start the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put a new video every single Friday and the videos are always super fun and colorful. Please subscribe to my channel. I put a new video every single Friday, just like I said before. And I know that my videos are usually for children, so subscribe to my channel to see them, to watch them every single Friday. Click the bell so you don't miss any new video. And yeah, without further ado, let's go right into the video. So guys, today to be talking about these things, I have a piece of paper on my hand, so don't mind it. They're all here, and I chose three topics to talk about in this video. If you want, I can make like full entire videos about each of the topics separately. I can talk for days about each of the topics. So yeah, the first topic that I decided to talk about is self-esteem and belonging. Wow, I don't know why I decided to talk about this first, because self-esteem and belonging, especially nowadays, it's something really hard to talk about, especially with all the bullying that's been happening. I hope that the society is getting more and more aware of the bullying that's happening in schools. As a teacher, I do not allow, and I can say that all the teachers that I know do not allow bullying. So that's something that all the teachers, at least the ones that I know, I can only speak for that, but all the teachers that I know, we fight constantly, day and night, to stop bullying. And we feel so much for the kids that go through that, they have to go through that. I have horrible stories about bullying and bullied kids, and kids that just get away with bullying other kids, and that's something that makes my blood boil so much, I can't even say. But Belle, how can we do that? How can we improve kids' self-esteem and sense of belonging? Something that I really like to do is I always praise my students, because sometimes I don't feel very confident, and kids from a very young age, some kids, not all the kids, but sometimes they tend to be a little competitive, and I try to say that this is not a competition. We're all in this together. I always try to tell them that we're all in this together, and everybody's there in the same classroom, and we're all here where I live. We have an expression. I don't know if it's the same expression where you live, because where I live we don't speak English, we speak Portuguese. And where I live there is an expression that says we're all on the same boat. I don't know if that's an expression where you live, but it is where I live in Portuguese. I don't know if you're familiar with that expression, but it means that we're all in this together, okay? So I always tell them, and I always have them personalize the activities. I feel like personalization is key. For instance, if we're talking about sports, I always have them like draw their favorite sport, and at the end of the class I get their drawings and stick on the wall, so that every class they see that, you know, they see that I liked their drawings, you know. And as a teacher, if you don't like something, or if they feel that you don't like something, they feel super sad. So if you are a teacher, listen to me when I say that your opinion is crucial for them. So they really listen to you most of the time. Obviously not of them, but not all of them. But Most of the times kids listen to you and they want your approval. That's why when you are too strict on some students, they tend to be more rebels. With self-esteem and belonging comes a rule that, not a rule, but just something that I try to do all the classes, is that I really try not to be too strict with some students, especially when they are super little, super small. And with being super strict, I mean putting students on the spot. When they feel like they're on the spot, they're just gonna keep repeating their bad behavior because they're gonna get your attention. Because they're gonna get your attention like that. So never put a child on the spot. If that's like not good, that nothing good is gonna come out of that. Trust me, believe me when I say. Before we move on to the next one, just some tips that you can have in your classroom. So the first one would be personalization. Maybe in the end of the classroom you can ask them to personalize something, and maybe you can like stick something on the wall, or ask them to talk about something that they like and that's related to the target language that they're learning. And definitely, like, never allow bullying. Never. If you see bullying, stop bullying. It doesn't matter if it's in the classroom. That's something I can make a whole video on that, okay? But if you see bullying happening, stop it. It doesn't matter if it's inside of the classroom or outside of the classroom, okay? Because sometimes it's outside of the classroom, it's happening outside of the classroom. Maybe it's happening outside of the classroom and you don't care about it because it's not in your classroom, but hey, it's somebody's life that it's getting damaged when they're being bullied. So be aware of that. If you are a teacher, if you are a student, always trust your teacher, always talk to your teacher, because they want what's best for you, and I always want what's best for my students. So yeah, always encourage self-esteem and encourage children to like what they see when they look in the mirror. But yeah, that's self-esteem and belonging. So let's go to the next one. The next topic that I want to talk about is having a sense of adventure. This is not my favorite one, because the third one is my favorite one. But this is crucial when you want to have a fun class. Not that I'm an expert on having fun classes, but I always like to have adventures. Like, adventure doesn't mean like go outside and explore. You can explore even in the classroom. It doesn't have to be outside. If you can go outside, that's great. Like at school, we have a patio and I always use it, but not every class. Sometimes the adventure is in the classroom, and we can have adventures like nowadays. You can have tablets, you can have some fun games. If you want me to make a video all about games and fun games to play with kids inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom, I have like a full list of those, and I hope to make videos on those, so leave in the comments below if you like to see those videos. But yeah, having a sense of adventure is something crucial. So students, they want to feel joy in doing things, and they have a lot of energy and they want to experience the world. Children haven't been around for very long, so everything's new and different and exciting, but only if you make them exciting. If you don't, they're just gonna see it as nothing. So my biggest #1 advice for this is to have kinesthetic activities in the classroom. Like, kinesthetic activities is crucial for kids. They want to touch things, they want to smell things, they want to build things, and even break things sometimes. That's necessary for kids. They're learning, and with that, with adventure, to me this is totally connected to the first one, to the first topic that we talked about, that had to do with self-esteem. To me, they're totally related. So having adventure in the classrooms, having kinesthetic activities, music, games to play, like I always have these activities in the classroom, because to me they're the most important ones. Sometimes, like even young kids, like very young learners who don't know how to write, they need like other elements, not only a piece of paper and a pencil. They want other things. They want to touch things and to get to know the world, because they don't know the world yet. There's even in a story, and that's crucial for a classroom. And last but definitely not least, this is actually my favorite element that I always try to remember. You know, when you are just having a bad day and you're questioning your life choices. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys, but to me it happens sometimes. But you know, to me it happens sometimes. I think everybody goes through that at some point. But I always try to go back to this, because the third topic is the sense of magic. Having a sense of magic in the classroom is I have to hold my tears, because if I go too much deep into this, I'm gonna cry. I know that I'm gonna cry. So having a sense of magic basically is having the children feel like they are on their make-believe world, and they are in a fairy tale or in a video game for some kids. And that's like, just thinking back of my students' eyes, like the sparkle in their eyes and their smiles when they feel like they're living magic. Like magic is real, and it is. Children, they have their own world of make-believe, and I feel like, especially nowadays, that world is taken away from them so very early. And I just want to tell all the teachers out there that there is still time for this, and the time for this is in the classroom. In the classroom, they have their friends, they have materials, they have the board, technology, the patio, toys, games, just to have a place to be with their friends and learn and experience things. And magic is only possible when you have all the other two elements: self-esteem, and belonging, and sense of adventure. And the third one, and my favorite one, is the sense of magic, like when they feel like they are in their make-believe world. That's the most important for me, and I hope that it is important to a lot of more teachers out there, because when they grow up and they look back, I hope they remember that, just like I remember the fun activities that I had when I was a child. So okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video that was a little bit different. Please leave in the comments if you want me to make more videos related to teaching techniques, or if you want me to continue making videos for kids. And I hope you like it. Please, if you are a child, show this video to your teacher. If you are a teacher, please subscribe, please keep on watching, and remember, children haven't been around for a long time, so they need time, they need patience, they need magic. Most importantly, they need magic to live a happy life. They need magic. That's crucial. Okay, so see you next week for a brand new video. I'm Belle. This is my classroom. Subscribe, click the bell, and see you next week for a brand new video.